Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd. You talk about this Jets defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This is Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Show a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
To the air, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Bills at 8-4 now in the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son.
Powerful running. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Hey, Ken. 331.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the brick up, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, running right is Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
No muss. Here we go, son. 551.
From the 50, here's Fields. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First and 10 at the 40.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go. Go.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go, son. 319, let's go. Easy.
Back to the ground here. Mitchell. Fighting through. He's got space. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Check a lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. We'll be standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the hot girls yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out. From the back day yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the hot
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Cougar 19.
He stopped immediately there. He was credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You talk about this Jets defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
2nd and 9.
Go. Ready.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Now this time, Allen will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Allen gonna throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bird. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's Allen. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have regained the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
10, Jets 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
On first and 10, it's Hall.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
52 yards.
And the Jets have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bills 10. Brings their line to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone. Marched it.
And it's a fumble. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Throwing now is Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a handoff up the middle. Bird takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bird. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills have yet again retaken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try to hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Bills 17, Jets 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Ted.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. You good. 319, that's right.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Right.
Ward's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
19 winning. Here we go. Right.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here we go. 319, that's not.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 319, that's not. Hey, 551. Go.
first down right back to Hall. And it follows blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Easy. Here we go, son. 5:51, so go.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Fields pass.
And the Bills are going to get the football back at their own 17.
First and 10.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Torrey Horton as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pass on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 24, Jets 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Justin Fields in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
Brings their line to kick off for the Jets.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Allen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Arian Smith, 65 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 28. Bills 24.
It's not enough. You solid, but it's not enough. You better reach them, but it's not enough.
Brings their line to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, no, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Cause I never gave up. All I know is going get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my... Damn legs, out here broke, they damn nerd. Them little mama better, but they diamonds on me fight.
And again, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Bird. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on second down. Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
31, Jets 28. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are What goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started to tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Here we go. Go.
Now Fields.
That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Give to Hall running right.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
This drive is turning to an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Hall again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Don't jump. Ready?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
331. Right.
Little short pass here to Hill. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Inaudible here to get a new look.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They've got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Right side, Thornton with it. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Byrne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was taken down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 54 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and... Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
28. Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Quick slant here to Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from not running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st down. A gain of 3 on the play.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run with Hall.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, Cherry.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Jets. Taysom Hill from 3 yards out. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
First down.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Fields. This pass out wide to Hall.
Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll find Hall. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
All eyes on Fields.
Oh, short pass here to Hill. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, 551. 551.
They snap it to Fields.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Jets first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. And a good game here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
It's 2nd and inches.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And it will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Bills, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the